All right. Once again, hello everyone. Today, I'm going to be making a special kind of tier list. This is basically ranking all of his moves from like pretty godlike to shit tier. So like there are multiple factors that determine where the move is going to be. So, for example, in S tier you're gonna have the broken moves. F tier you're gonna have the really bad moves. Now it's gonna depend on like how versatile it is. Like let's just say there's some moves that you can use in like 5 different situations. Like let's just say it's like Shulk neutral B where you're using it like throughout the match. You can use it to help you recover. You use it in neutral, etc. Um, so moves that are useful in more situations are better than moves that are maybe only useful in like one situation or 2 situations. The other thing that determines is like how effective it is, like how good is it in that situation, like how likely are you going to win the interaction if you use that move in that situation. Or like is the move laggy, is the move fast, is the move big, is it active for a long time, does it kill, things like that. So I'm just going to go one by one through here and just kind of place where I think they are. Obviously, this is just my opinion, so if you have a disagreement or any differing opinions or agreements that you want to share in the comments, just go ahead and post those below. So first, his jab. I am immediately putting this in F because this is the most useless tool in his kit. Now, F does not mean that the move is like completely useless, but there's no point in using it practically. I mean, it kind of is useless. It meets the minimum qualifications of a jab. Like, it just hits it right in front of you. It can beat spot dodge if you press it multiple times. It only has a rapid jab variant. I'm not including the whip dangle thingy because that's essentially like part of his jab. That's also not that great. I mean, you could use it in some random situation if you whiff an F tilt and you want to hold it and avoid letting somebody jump off over you. Now, again, I'm saying that the move does still have its uses out of his up close options, but like for a lot of his moves, the reason why a lot of his moves aren't that great is that what it accomplishes you could do with a different move but better. Like instead of using, let's say, dash attack to hit somebody in neutral, you could do the same thing with forward air and not have the risk because of the lag on dash attack. Anyways, I'm not going to elaborate on that much. This move, easily A or S. I'm going to put it in A for now until I change my mind. So next door is tilts. This is forward tilt. It's like -7 or something ridiculous on shield. It is got to be like one of the most safest grounded moves in the game in terms of frame data and its reach. Like you could like spot dodge it afterward and it can avoid a lot of out of shield punishes. Even if even if you space it wrong, it's still like safe on shield a lot of the time. The only reason I'm not putting it in S is that people can pancake under it really easily. The hitbox is kind of thin, and with a lot of his like these whip attacks, it's just like it's only active for 2 frames, not active for very long. So sometimes it looks like the whip's hitting them and they just run right through. I actually fucking whipped just right now. I'm sorry you had to see that. So anyways, very solid move, like very good move. Anything in ARS is very good. Here is just kind of it's okay. See, he's like pretty mediocre, and these are like garbage. Up tilt, definitely a D tier move in my opinion. The whip dangle can actually hit below ledge on some characters, but there's just no point. It's not gonna combo anything. It's not gonna kill. Yeah, up tilt meets the minimum qualifications for an up tilt. It's just like some move that hits above you. It doesn't combo into... My main complaints about this move are it doesn't combo into anything. It's laggy, which is another reason why it doesn't combo into anything. Like you're stuck in there for a while. What else? It doesn't hit grounded opponents. That's a really big problem. It doesn't kill till maybe around like 200 or so. It doesn't... All it does is it just hits them in the air. And what doesn't make it go into F tier is it is decent because of its active frames. And when you hit somebody into the air with it, you get kind of a free mix-up. Because a lot of people like to air dodge after it or jump after it, and you kind of just go on and guess what they're going to do. And in some very rare cases, it'll tech chase. but especially because they buffed its knockback, you experience the tech chasing even less because now it hits them even further. So that's awesome. And so, like I said, there's a lot of situations where you could use up tilt, but you could use like Nair or Fair or up yet a shield instead. There are plenty of other moves that do what up tilt is supposed to do, but better, and that's why it's a bad move. One of the reasons it's a bad move. Okay, down tilt. This move, I probably, like, a few months prior would put it in, like, C tier or D, but I actually want to put it in B because it's actually pretty useful. Main use of this move is to get under landing attacks with, like, low profiling. Against some characters, if you cross them up far enough, they can't punish it, but for the most part, it's unsafe on shield, which is one of its main problems. It catches neutral getup at ledge and can actually kill at ledge around like 130, 40, depending on how much rage you have. It's a pretty good like wake up option or even out of shield parry option because it starts in frame, I think, 6 or 7. And unlike up B, you don't get put in free fall, and you kind of get a free mix-up because it's a two-part move. Like, you can down tilt one on somebody's shield, and if you think they're going to shield the second down tilt, you can just grab them instead. So you have some mix-ups like that. And, you know, it combos into cross if you catch somebody's landing with it, so it's actually pretty solid at this point. Forward smash. Forward smash. I want to say... there's not much really wrong with it. Like, I could put it in B... But, like, it doesn't really have, like, problems. Like, you can angle it unlike his F-tilt, for one. Like, the only problem is it's, like, it's laggy. I mean, I was having trouble putting it here or here. I think it's, like, A tier. I don't really see many problems with it besides it being laggy. Like, it's incredibly strong. Like, incredibly strong. If it weren't so strong, I'd put it in B. It hits ledge on almost every character, too. It's just the only problems are its startup and its end lag. That's like literally it. Like, I mean, it's not too strong near the base of it, but I'm actually kind of tempted to put it here. You know, I'll put it here for now. If I change my mind willingly for some reason, then I'd probably put it in A. But just now, the more I think about it, it's only that strong at the tipper. At the base, it's kind of weak, but overall, it's like a good move. This definitely goes into A tier, like top of A tier. His up smash is like a godsend, that buff that they gave it. The only reason it's not in S tier mainly is because it doesn't hit grounded opponents. You can throw holy water on the ground and catch somebody in it. There's only 2 hitboxes. I don't know if you know that. The forward smash has 3 hitboxes. The up smash has 2 hitboxes. Meaning there's no sour spot. You can hit somebody with up smash like right at the base, and it'll be just as strong as the hitbox right before the tipper. And the tipper is incredibly strong. It'll kill a lot of characters at like 60 or 70 if you get tipper, because they're already that close. It's actually ridiculous. But the only thing keeping it from being S tier is the it doesn't hit grounded opponents, in my opinion, and it's pretty thin. But they even buff the startup. Like, that thing comes out very fast. Down smash. Ugh. Down smash, I want to put in C. Why? Because its use is like really limited. Like, it can hit ledge, but it hits ledge on less characters than forward smash. You can try and catch somebody's landings, but it's too slow to time very easily, and it's also active for 2 frames. That's another problem with both of those all these smash attacks, all these like swinging normals, is that they're only active for 2 frames. But it doesn't hit every character on ledge. If you're going to catch somebody's landing, you're better off doing it with down tilt, dash tech, fair, F tilt, bear, or a projectile. So this has very limited use. It hits on both sides. It got a buff. It's kind of strong, especially on the tipper, but not great overall. This move, some people I feel like would say C tier, but this is actually a pretty good move. Is neutral air? I don't know if it's better or worse than down tilt. I'm gonna put it below down tilt. So what makes this move bad? It's got like no range. It has a flicker hitbox, and it's like shield grabbable. So you have to space it like extremely well. But because of its lack of range and like the flickering, it'll just lose to a lot of aerials most of the time. But what makes it good is its combo potential. You can combo stuff into Nair, like falling up air into Nair, returning cross into Nair, Nair to Holy Water, Dare into Nair. You can drag it down and true combo into up B, not true combo into down tilt or grab or even F tilt. And if you cross somebody up, it's a really good way to mix up your landings, because if people expect you to land with like a forward air or a back air, they'll drop shield early on the Nair, and you can get an up B off that. It's even better if you cross them up against most characters, because if you cross them up by landing with this move, they can't shield grab you, and so they can't really do too much about it. I should have made this full screen. Hello? Hello? F11? Oh, there we go. Well, my bad. It's no big deal. Next is up air. There's not much wrong with it, really. Is it better than Nair, though? Okay, the move, functionally speaking, is very solid. It's not like this move where... It's not like Nair, where it's like flickering and it loses to shit. The only problem I have with this move is it's like very situational. It's incredibly situational. You almost never use it that often. Unless you're trying to... It's good at frame trapping. That's what it's good at. It's good at frame trapping people. So it forces an air dodge if they're high enough, and then you can hit them with something else afterward. You can combo stuff into it, like returning cross. You can or holy, like the projectiles basically. And it's got some good kill power on it, but it doesn't hit grounded opponents either. Its range, horizontally speaking, is really thin. But it's just the situations in which you use it, it's good. But it's it's hard to hit, and it's very situational. So forward air is A tier, and back air is S tier, in my opinion. So forward air is like -5 on shield. Again, even if you don't space it, it's safe on most characters. It's like ridiculous, especially if you tipper it. And you can angle them. You can angle them too, so that compensates for it being thin. But the main problem with forward air is it's active for only one frame. So like you have to be super precise with it. It'll look like it's hitting somebody, and then they just go right through it. What makes Bear S tier is that it's stronger and it's active for 2 frames. So you got to put it like a step above. It's one of the best moves in his kit. We go from one of the best moves in his kit to this shitty ass move. Oh man, where do I start? C or D? It's either bottom of C or top of D. But I don't think it's as useless as up tilt. So I'd put it in C. It's not too bad. Because you can get, down air into up B or down air into forward air, sure. There's some ladder combos that he would not be able to pull off without it. If you know how to like drift away properly after hitting somebody's shield, it can be safe on shield, but if somebody knows which way you're going to drift, it's unsafe on shield, and then it loses to everything. It loses to a lot of shit, because the hitbox doesn't fully cover his hurt box, so that sucks. It'll just lose to like any move, even like non-disjoint. So like it can lose to like, I don't know, Ken Nair or Sheik Nair or something. Yeah, I've seen people do the what's it called? The hitboxes with the images, but I just didn't do that. This is the best move in his kit. This is like a top 3 projectile in the game. It's busted in neutral, it's busted in advantage, it's busted in disadvantage. Like, this move... This is like Belmont is basically like Rosalina and Luma, and like this is the Luma. Like, Cross is fucking Luma. Like, it's that broken. Like, so, unlike like Link's Boomerang, for example, that follows him, it doesn't have that much knockback, but it can like combo into stuff at almost any percent because it's got so low knockback. but the way that it pops you up on the way back is just complements everything in his kit. Like, this move complements so much in his kit. Like, the angle that it sends you back, you know, you can combo into, like, up smash, nair at lower percents, up tilt if you really wanted to, up B. When you're recovering, you can throw it backward. Jesus died for this move. Yeah, that's how broken it is. This is like the holiest move in the game. Top 3 projectile for free, in my opinion. So, anyways, that I could go on talking about how great it is, but you get an idea. You can even use it while recovering, use it to combo, use it to pressure people. It covers get-ups at ledge. K-Roll's crown on crack, somebody said in chat, essentially. This move, I have grown to dislike more and more. It's not like you still use it, you know. It's got some. Let's go here. Let's go. Yeah, let's put Axe in B tier. It has specific uses. It's good at frame trapping people for one. Even if they hit the axe in the air, you can still punish their lag because you have disjoints. It doesn't matter if they air dodge the axe or they hit the axe the move. If you're close enough, you can just punish them for it. At ledge trapping, it's really good because you know, it forces people to pick an option, which is pretty busted, and it hits ledge like guaranteed. You can throw people at it off stage. It combos into stuff pretty easily because it pops them up, but its issues are pretty big where you don't get to use it that much because it's very laggy, and if people know what to do, they'll just avoid it. You know, they won't shield it. They'll just run at you. The thing has the total axe throw is like 66 frames, which is super laggy. That's over a second it takes to throw this thing. Just for somebody to be able to flick it away or parry it even, because the people will parry it offline. You're not like I have not gotten a shield break with that thing in like ages in a tournament at least. Like, I cannot remember the last time I got axe forward smash on somebody's shield in tournament. Not since I came back to playing offline, I'll tell you that. Never got a shield break. Nobody shields the axe. They know that's like trivial. Do not shield the axe. So, and they know that they could just hit it. So, now this move, I'm gonna put it in B tier just because the SDI ruins the whole thing. Like, if you couldn't SDI Holy Water the Flame, like, yeah, it's better than forward smash, definitely. I'm gonna move forward smash down a little bit. Down tilt's better than forward smash, I think. Yeah, they can shield it and catch it, but it's very good at keeping people at ledge. You can get free kills, free 2 frames on a lot of characters for it. Like, this move gets you kills too, though. Yeah, the SDI. If there was no SDI, it'd be like an S tier move. If there was like no SDI until it ran out. But the SDI multiplier like makes it so painfully mediocre. B is also probably B tier. Like, the main reason I'm putting him B tier is like, if he didn't have up B in his kit, oh man. Like, if he didn't have this move, he had no up close game and he'd just get like suffocated so easily. So this move is like pretty important. But for what it is, it's not great. It doesn't go very far, doesn't kill, but it does 17%, frame 6 out of shield. So, combo finisher. It's a combo finisher. If only it would kill as a combo finisher. It can, if you're at a decent percent and high enough up, but... next is the grab. D or F. Let's go with F. The only reason I'm putting it in F is because it's the worst grab in the game. It is the worst grab in the game. Like, you have to put it at the bottom. It's the worst grab in the game. Any grab that has that kind of startup lag, it comes out frame 10, his standing grab, and his dash grab is frame 13. We're talking about the grabs. The throws are completely separate down here. It would be any other grab that is that slow is a tether grab, and this is not a tether grab. Ass. Complete garbage. Worst grab in the game. No range, very slow. Moving on. This is forward throw, actually. I'm going to put this up here. Thank God he has a forward throw. Because it makes people scared of shielding at ledge. And because it kills. It actually kills at a decent percent. Down throw? Pretty good. Yeah. I don't think... Is it better than a Holy Water or Up B? It's hard to compare a throw to, like, a normal move. But down throw is pretty good. I'm gonna put it here. Here. Yeah, somewhere around there. You know, it combos into forward throw. It can even, like, set up tech chase situations if they're at the right percent. It's pretty good. Up throw. It's got very rare uses. It's not that great. But it's not as bad as down air, where it's actually dysfunctional. So. Back throw. Kills slightly later than F throw, but you're not going to be using it too much, so. Put it like. It's not worse than. It's not better than up air. But yeah, it's not great. You're just trying to get positional advantage. And dash attack. I forgot. I went through everything and I was like, oh yeah, dash attack is part of a moveset. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Pummel. I'm not counting pummels. There's no reason. This move, I'm going to put in at least B tier. Like, this is not a bad move by any means. It's like a little bit worse than dash attack. Or sorry, down tilt. So, get up attack? No, I'm not doing that. Every character has that. If it's something that every character has and it's practically identical, I'm not really gonna put that in here. Okay. The reason I put that move there is because it's got one purpose, basically, which is catching landings. And it's so good at doing that. Like, it's actually ridiculous how good it is at doing that. Sometimes people fall out of it. Sucks. I usually don't get punished for that, though. What was I going to say? No, I put that with a jab. But, you know, if people air dodge, they'll still get hit by it. Usually, most characters, unless they got a, like, I don't know, Byleth down air, min air, some kind of disjoint downward, it'll beat any aerial they land with. It hits ledge, which I guess is okay, but that move's not bad, honestly. Some characters, if you cross them up far enough, they can't punish it even if they shield it. And it eats through projectiles. So if you're fighting like a Mega Man or a Young Link, it'll actually just go through their projectiles, so it's pretty good at that. It's just like it has very like specific uses, but like it gets the job done pretty well to the point where it's not that bad. Okay, that is basically everything. I'm gonna post it and add a link to the description. So again, if you want to like add any comments or questions or your thoughts, you can just comment them below. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Like, it reminds me of it. This is a character in Belmont that should be edge-guarded rather.
Oh my god! Dude, that was disgusting.
Oh, looking so good, but the down air does miss. But unfortunately, unable to find a punish right there. Oh my god! As long as Sorian had that break,
wow, he picked it up. Oh my lord!
Hits him with the initial holy water, and then with the blast of the holy water, and hits him with another holy water. Knows where he's gonna go. And
oh my! I see this.